Hello. I wanted to share an update with what's going on here in Sri Lanka and around the world in terms of the planetary shift that is upon us. It's so amazing. Let me start with the solutions revolution. What is happening now? I mean, since Global Solutions Day, obviously the day has passed, and I've come to Sri Lanka. I came to Sri Lanka 2 days after Global Solutions Day happened, and since I've been here, it's just been amazing. But I'll get back to that in a minute. So in terms of Global Solutions Day, the Solutions Revolution, the website is now soon going to be updated in terms of bringing the solutions directory more to the forefront. And we're busy now identifying about 10 or 12 major solutions, innovations in each of the sectors. We're still using the Wheel of Synergy for now as kind of the compass, the map for the sectors. So we're working on that. So that should provide, also designing it differently in a way that it'll be kind of more holonically organized. So then we're going to have a very strong kind of basis for providing a very inspiring map of existing solutions in each of the sectors. And from that, we'll see how things want to develop, in terms of attracting attention to the website, to the solutions. We're going to see if we can link up with other organizations and other solutions libraries, so that we can connect and pool. That's really what it's about. It's about we're working towards creating one common directory, and that can take us to the next topic, which is the New Earth Directory, which is also being worked on largely by Matt Dowell from CoEO and Tom Bassett and Amber Gibson, bringing together various technologies. I've been talking with Chris from NewMap as well. So seeing how we can weave these technologies together for this New Earth Directory that is emerging, that is going to really provide a planetary overview of all these amazing solutions and projects and communities and individuals with personalized profile for synergistic mapping and identification and co-creation. So there's that. There's the Global Unity Declaration as well, which is now more or less being finalized, and that's connected to the Global Unity Counter, or the Global Unity Macroscope, as I've also offered as an alternative name. We need to decide on a name. I'm interested to hear your feedback. What resonates more? The abbreviation, the GUM, I thought was quite funny, because it really kind of, the vision of this Global Unity Macroscope is to provide like a window that can be embedded on any website of any of these kind of conscious collectives. Their website, they can host this counter that is going to be connected to the Global Unity Declaration. And the declaration is in its most concise form a declaration of intent to for individuals and collectives to cooperate in word and in action for a thriving planet. So that's the concise version, and then it will also connect to the full Global Unity Declaration when people want to read that. And so this counter, this window, we're designing it in such a way that it can be embedded on any website. So each collective that wants to support global unity and the declaration can make it visible practically through hosting this counter. And so as people see this counter on all these different websites, the counter itself becomes a symbol of our unity and kind of generating this positive feedback loop, especially as we see the numbers go up on the counter of individuals and collective who are supporting this declaration. yeah, we'll give more information. The declaration is really a living declaration. It's really in service to empowering unified actions. So we're listing also various declarations and manifestos and charters that are already existing. And yeah, we're going to be also listing, and we are listing already, various global actions that people can participate in and engage in. So hopefully that counter will come online in the next couple of days. So that's really exciting. And then that will also be, you know, we're going to start with quite a simple version that will, you know, upgrade. And eventually, who knows, with this counter being embedded on so many different websites, could become an important portal into the new internet that is also emerging. So yeah, we're going to see how that unfolds. Really exciting stuff. And yeah, I think coming now to what's happening here in Sri Lanka is that we've been, you know, I've been connecting with really amazing people, you know, with this monk Ratanatero, who's hosting me in his temple, providing food and accommodation and Wi-Fi unconditionally, and just really being supportive. And he and I, we have a really close connection now, and really common understanding, and you know, dedication to work together. I've just received my my 1-year visa for Sri Lanka, so I'll be going back to Europe to see family for over Christmas, and then coming back here before New Year to really get things going. And yeah, we're coming up with a plan for a national awareness campaign. You know, we already have so many networks right into the thousands of villages on this island, and seeing how Sri Lanka really is such an optimal environment to be like a microcosmic example, you know, for this planetary transition, with everything that is in place here. You know, big agriculture, sustainable agriculture movement, you know, plenty of renewable energy, so many natural resources, biodiversity, very beautiful population, very gentle, very kind, very little crime here, you know, very strong Buddhist influence, obviously. So yeah, so really excited, you know, about creating a national campaign for unity and solutions awareness, you know, for systemic change as well. We're really talking openly about the need for systemic change and what can these new governance models look like. And so yeah, so looking into eco-governance as a very, very inspiring model that we can begin to test and implement. But really first it's about, you know, bringing together the people in unity. And for this national campaign, we're going to be using primarily health and well-being and healing as the common platform that unifies across cultures, across religions. This wish to create a healthy country, a healthy society. So with healthy food, healthy water, healthy air, healthy soil, healthy environment, healthy relationships. You know, the health is really such a beautiful kind of unifying element that really this is our most valuable resource, something that we wish for ourselves, for future generations, and for our environment. So that also, yeah. So we're you know, I've been making amazing connections with media, with corporate, with artists. So we're going to be planning this national awareness campaign. Really, I mean, this is really what Global Solutions Day was also aspiring for. So we're going to be creating a proposal, a strategy proposal that we will also share openly, so other groups around the world can choose to see, you know, how they want to adopt, and hopefully Sri Lanka can become an inspiring example for other countries to see how we can actually organize nationally, or in larger countries it could be regionally, you know, to really bring solutions awareness to the forefront of mainstream attention. How can we inspire people with these new stories, moving away from focusing on the problems to focusing on the solutions, the new possibilities, the new models. So yeah, so really excited about that. and we're going to be kicking it off, this national awareness campaign, we're looking at the date 14th of January, because we're also connecting it to a very, very important global event that I feel deeply inspired by, and I'm also working closely with co-creating, which is 7 Days of Rest. That's a global event happening in the first week of January, so starting on New Year's Eve, which is kind of very widely recognized as a new beginning, a new opportunity, with strong resolutions for change and transformation. So this first week is really, the 7 Days of Rest is a global event that is dedicated to the healing and the recalibration of the planet and all its inhabitants. So the replenishment, how can we unplug from our busyness and create a sacred collective field that is dedicated to co-creating a new culture of peace and cooperation and reverence for all life. I feel 7 Days of Rest is really such a powerful vision and event and action for us to come together in practice, really to consciously co-create this, to prepare the ground for this new culture to emerge. And we've received a really nice video from Sufi teacher Llewellyn Vaughan Lee, and we've been approaching many other movement leaders and progressive celebrities, and I really feel that this event will be attracting widespread international support from public figures, from the mainstream, from all levels. It's such a universally unifying action, to come together in healing and forgiveness and stillness and reconnection with ourselves and with nature. That is at the same time very, very a very open space for co-creation. Permaculture groups can get involved, dance groups can get involved. There's so much, the healing factor and the detoxification and the return to self. The reconnection can be expressed in so many ways, and so at the same time it also really connects very closely to this, creating this awareness, this global platform, this global intention for learning how we can live differently with each other, with ourselves, and with our environment, and with all creatures on this planet. So that's a brief update, and I hope you can see how all of these elements connect together and support each other. And these are just a few of a much wider planetary unfolding. World Summit just launched their website. There's just so much energy going into our unification and our cooperation at a planetary scale. And with these new technologies coming online, new governance systems, new architectures, new information is really, this is what we want to get out now. And creating global events, national events, regional events that really promote unity, promote solutions, and finding ways, creative ways, how we can get this message of new possibilities, a new culture, new inspiration, new practical ways on how we can live into the mainstream. This is such a beautiful mission for us to engage in, and each in our own way, and still supporting each other. And that's why the Global Unity Declaration, I think, is so helpful, because there are so many collectives doing amazing work, and as we've seen from experience, we're also focused on our own mission, our own amazing project, that it's been quite difficult sometimes to really collaborate effectively in practice. And therefore it doesn't seem to happen quite so easily, so fluidly, and yet we all share this strong intention to support each other. So to make this intention to cooperate and unify visible, this Global Unity Declaration is a critical first step, very powerful first step to really start to make our intention to work together visible, and that will help us to see each other and connecting that to the Global Unity Counter and the New Earth Directory, all these different elements coming together to support us, to support us becoming visible to the world at large and to each other, and to really start to become aware of all these amazing synergistic possibilities and new possibilities for co-creation. So yeah, that's a little update from Sri Lanka. It's quite a long one. Well, let's see how many people take the time to sit through this, but thank you for your attention and your co-creation and the beautiful work that you are doing in the world. We're doing very, very powerful energy work here. The group that is coming together now, we're going to be organizing I think starting with a weekly but probably a daily meditation just for a short period, 5 minutes here in Sri Lanka, grounding the energy for unification and cooperation and conscious collective transformation. Yeah, a very important aspect and part of it, really holding that integrity of awareness, of mindfulness, of conscious service for the good of the whole. One love.